Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's Zebra Report, and this is going to be a busy month. So what I wanted to talk about today is legislative and government affairs that have to do with housing. And if you're not tapped into your local, regional, or national housing info centers, you need to be. Meaning this, where do you get your information to give to your clients about what's happening nationally, regionally? We are seeing in Washington State, for example, this huge shift. And now that we have middle housing and middle housing has been approved, what we're seeing is we're seeing housing changing. And that's really important because we've become outpriced, meaning our kids can't afford to buy homes because house prices are so ridiculous. So that's where housing legislation is extremely important. So I am very fortunate. I represent our local builders. I also represent our state builders now, and I'm going to Washington, D.C. In the next, literally the next 10 days. I'll be in Washington, D.C., and I will have the honor to talk to our senators and our congressmen specifically about housing. And this is something that I have really been on, I would say, a track for not just this year, but for years. I have been going to our local council meetings. It started with me sitting in council meetings and going, what's not right here? Then it went to, okay, I got to join a group who has an interest in this. And then it went from working with my local builder association, then my state builder association, and then my legislative groups or my government affair groups. And why that is so important is because I have an opportunity to not only hear about what's going on, but I get to speak on these issues. And this is extremely, extremely important. I also am going to Spokane this month because we have our Builder Industry Association of Washington big meeting there. And the issues that we're dealing with are issues that will help your clients ultimately. Issues like, how can we make housing more affordable by looking at how government impacts housing? Government impacts housing by making it more difficult to build because the permitting process takes longer or is more complicated or needs more approval. So this whole track of let's simplify housing, simplify government in order to make housing more affordable and more attainable is huge. So that's a huge, important thing that I'm going to be dealing with this month. Middle housing is here to stay. I have never seen so many legislative bills come forward in the last 2 years. And I can tell you that what I'm seeing for 2026 already, we're going to have a full slate ahead of us because everybody now sees that housing is a crisis and affordability is a crisis. So I'm really excited about my upcoming trips. I'll be sharing the results and the details from that, but I will tell you that it is our local, regional, and national association groups that are making a difference, whether that is through your local realtor group or builder group or housing groups that care about housing. Also, it's really important for you as an agent to get plugged in, and you can get plugged into all of this. Here's where you start. Start by going to your local realtor association meetings. Get on their legislative or government affairs committee. Go to your local city council meetings, see who's there, get involved, know what the issues are, and don't be afraid to stand up as a local, professional in the real estate industry. You're a local realtor or real estate professional. That means that you have a very distinct voice because you're working in the field. And I think the most important message I want for you guys to get today is that everybody out there that works in this industry has a voice, and you need to utilize your voice for the benefit, long-term benefit of your clients and for your future clients to come and for your clients' kids to come. Because at this rate right now, it used to be that the average age of a first-time home buyer was 25 years old. This year's numbers are now 34. We've lost 9 years. We haven't lost 9 years because the desire or the need for housing isn't there. But when you go from a dramatic increase of 9 years, 25 to 34, that's because of affordability, right? That's a problem. So we need to make it possible for our kids and our seniors and anybody that is not on a high income. And that's where we're at right now. It's now really high income earners can afford a home, but every person has a right to have a home. So please get plugged in, get involved, and I'll keep you up to date on what I am doing and finding out in Washington. I'll take some videos for you guys. It's going to be a great trip, and Spokane as well. Okay, guys, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.